This episode of Sleep It Off is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community as supporters on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support, tiers, and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. Good morning, Pokemon Sleep researchers, and welcome to episode 27 of Sleep It Off. Sleep It Off is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is September 3rd, 2025. It's a Wednesday. I'm one of your hosts, Justin. I'm joined by Luis.
Hola! Man, oh man, it's been a good minute since we talked, Justin.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. That doesn't mean Pokemon Sleep has been sleeping. That means that I was not in town again.
I mean, I can tell that we were probably hibernating for a good month, Last
Yeah.
last time we talked, it was literally a month ago. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure you had some fun in your well-off vacation.
Yes. So I went to Europe. I went to Ireland to watch my college football team play, and then after that, I took my wife and her parents who went to Germany. They hadn't been and seen many of the things before, so it was about 12, 13 days of traveling, which is I know is a lot, but you know when you have we tried to use the extra days with Labor Day and an off Friday that we had. So, and then I just used all the vacation that I had.
Yay. Gotta love it, How was Europe, actually?
Oh, it was great. You would like it. It was a high of 65 to 75 every day.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Then I'll probably
Yeah.
just go there every day then. I know. I think that there was somebody on socials that said it's like, oh, we had a heat wave going on. It's like 74. I'm like, what do you mean that's a
Yeah.
heat wave?
Yeah. Now I will say because like you're spending a lot of the day outside, when it gets up to 80, it does feel hot. You do get sweaty. It is kind of gross.
Brother, you go to 112 over in Texas.
I know, but I'm also like inside all day, so it's different.
Yeah, because we can't
You know,
really go outside if you cook to that.
yeah. So we saw a lot of cool things. We drank a lot of beer, ate so much pork sausage. It was a great
Oh,
time.
brother, I kind of actually want a German beer right now. Those things are like
Yeah.
powerful. I can have at least
I
one cup and that's killing
so
me.
I as a gluten-free person don't normally drink beer, but I was like, all right, if we're gonna be in the Holy Land for beer, I have to make an effort. So I found some pills to help me digest it better, and they worked great. I basically had like beer like every day.
All right, now we know what we need to actually get to when we go out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll help next time, we meet up for Go Fest or
Oh
something.
yeah, yeah. It's like, let's go get a beer. Yay! The whole party gone through. Well, my month hasn't been as eventful, mostly because I have been working and working and working. Did I mention I was working?
What is this working? I don't remember.
The thing that you actually make money off, but
Oh,
and then you spend
oh,
it on
oh, oh,
Pokemon Sleep
oh.
because you want to.
Let me tell you what, it was tough, like the whole jet lag thing.
Mhm.
I wasn't like physically tired. I was mentally tired. My brain just hasn't like adjusted yet.
Yeah.
Where like the second half of the day, it was almost like I was drunk, just like what is my name? Who are you?
It's like how many
What
hours
am
of
I
difference again?
doing?
Like 6 or something? Or something like that?
7.
7.
It's 7.
Oh yeah,
So
you
like
definitely like so when I was sleeping, you were trying to wake up.
yeah, so like if you try to talk to someone who's like at work and they can't really like talk while they're at work, between that and like our regular hours, it just like doesn't overlap at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah. I will have to be like awake at 5 in the morning so you can actually like tell me something at work from 12 or something, you know? So,
Yeah.
even more than that. But anyways, all right. So yes, Justin, you had a wonderful time. I had a lot of overtime, so that works out, I guess. So, but we have a little recap. Just a month's worth of recaps. That we actually skipped like most of the things after we talked. It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna be gone. We had both skill week and we had triple type week. We have another new moon and probably a good sleep day in between. Um, and then some miscellaneous stuff for sure. I can't really remember much from the last few weeks. Do you remember catching anything memorable?
You know, I made progress. And by progress, I mean I keep catching the same thing of something I want to get that's good.
Okay.
I was catching a lot of Mudkips, a lot of Torchics, a lot of, let's see here, what else? A lot of Mudkips. Some Toxels. We've been gone for a while, so how long ago was Toxel that I was catching? August 18th. Yeah, it's a couple weeks ago. But I did get one thing that was good. I don't know if I'm going to invest in it yet. But let me go through my filters here. I got a Berry Finding S Mudkip.
Ooh.
And it's in the level 10 skill.
Yeah.
And then he has skill trigger at 25
Which is good for his skill.
and helping speed at 50. But he has a bad nature. He has main skill chance down, ingredient finding up. So if I invest into him, I gotta do the neutral mint.
I was about to say, yeah, that's probably a good candidate for it. And if you think about it, just
Mhm.
because it does require you to just be like, the things that would make it good will make it is making it bad. So it's just take it out of the way and then just have
Yeah.
neutral at that point.
Yeah. And so I enjoy catching mudkips. So while that is a pretty strong one, I'm not investing in it yet because I don't need it yet, which is a good thing to remember. Don't invest in something until you need it
Yeah.
because you might catch something better.
Yeah.
You might immediately regret it. It definitely happened to me early in the game
Mhm.
where I invested in a Gengar and then immediately caught a better one. And I was like, oh, why did I just waste all those candies?
I
Yeah.
agree. I I guess I kind of got a few things. I got maybe another shiny Bonsly. And was this an expert week or expert mode? Yes, that was an expert mode. So I did get another one of those. Nothing good to report on the shinies, even though I've been in expert mode for the last
Oh, yeah.
month.
Let's see. I got a shiny Pichu again from. Oh, and get this. This shiny Pichu also has Berry Finding S.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice, man.
But but I've already invested in a Raichu, shiny Raichu as Berry Finding S. So
Hey, you never know. You might as well just go ahead and go full
I'm
berries one of these
obviously I'm
days.
holding on to it,
Yeah.
and if I need to invest in another one, but we'll see. And then I got a shiny Grovyle.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm not doing that. I should probably just go ahead and do a full on like electric team and just re-roll for expert mode. Hmm. That's it. I was just thinking aloud right now, but
yeah. Thinking out loud. Yeah, so because I was on vacation, time zones are really screwy with your sleep tracking, which, sometimes I fudge my phone's clock numbers so I can get a meal in if I missed it. Cuz like what's the most annoying is it's 12:30 and you forgot breakfast. So I rewind it to Mountain Time instead of Central, and so then it's only 11:30 and I feed my breakfast and then I go back and then it's fine. But if you're completely shifting for the full week, it you're your first sleep track is like messed up on when it was. So it's like when I went to New Zealand and I missed a day, it was just like it screwed up a whole day.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, I was just like, while I'm on vacation, I don't really want to focus on the game. I just want to do something that's easy for me. So that's why I just went to Cyan Beach both times and just like so not Cyan Beach, Taupe Hollow because I was hunting Mudkips and Torchics and I was like, that's so I can just hunt for this. I don't need a crazy sleep score. I mean, a Snorlax strength, and I can just catch, whatever I want.
That's good.
And then I don't even need to like go crazy on the meals. I can just throw in some berry finders, just do a couple meals here and there. And, it got me up to Master 12 without really trying too hard. And it made it very casual. And, I just caught some stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do need to step back from the game, you can play it in a more casual way. If you're going on vacation or you just got something going on at work or
I was
whatever.
about to say, just go to England and then you can take it casually, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was basically almost in the same boat. Now, I was trying a few things, but as after expert mode was released, I was focusing on that island, even though it's just Greengrass with added steps. I've been trying to like mess around with the way that the berries work in that island. Of course, if you are on expert mode, you do get the main berry that Snorlax will technically get, and those Pokemons will get a 10% faster helping speed.
Oh, how has expert been going for you? I'm at expert this
Yeah.
week, and it's going okay. But I only did it one other week, and I did not get far at all.
Yeah. Now, every single week, aside from the first one that I mentioned, the first week that I did is I was trying to focus, of course, on the meals and everything like that, on the Pokemons that I was using, which I got lucky with one Pokemon berry that I had because my Sceptile is now level 50. I know. And I got I did get the berry, one of the main, or not the main berries, but one of the sub berries in the expert mode. So I was able to get, if I can remember correctly, I think Ultra 5 before in that week. Let me just make sure that I'm telling you the truth. Yes, Ultra 5. So that's actually been the closest I've been to Masters on Expert, just because I got
Wow.
really lucky.
Ultra 5. I'm pretty sure I would have to look. I'm pretty sure I only got to I don't even know if I got to Ultra 1.
Yeah. But that was only the only week that I got really lucky on that, just for those reasons. Now, every other week so far, and I think it's been about 3 weeks since Expert Mode has been going around. I don't know what to do. Like my main
Yeah,
berries.
Ultra 2. Ultra 2 is what I got
There
to.
you go. See, I mean that's still pretty good if you think about it. But Expert Mode, it's definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge. One, because you start at 0 error bonus. So your meals, your
Yes.
things, everything is like
Oh,
non-existent.
it's brutal.
It's the worst you probably will see.
I'm like, oh, at least I got electric type for my level 7 main skill Ampharos. But like, oh wait, it's only 6,000 now.
Yeah.
Not my normal 11,000 per trigger. Crap.
Yeah. So because I've been actually living up the island since then, I got 1 week where I'm sorry, my main berry was dark types. So I said, let's crack down the Darkrai that I have. Plus other dark types like berry finders and some skill triggers here and
Good
there.
old dark type.
Mm.
I really I wish I had a berry finding as Sneasel, but I can't even find Sneasel. Each time I go to hunt for Sneasel, I don't even I don't even encounter one.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. Unlike you, unfortunately, I did get a good Sneasel and I've been using that. I was able to get it to final to level 50 to get berry finding as one of his sub skills. Darkrai, actually, I got super lucky. I had another one of those Darkrai seeds that you get when you capture one, and I re-roll one of the sub skills at level 10 from, I think it was inventory up L. to verify the nest.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
so
I didn't realize you could re-roll the skills.
you can.
I thought you were just stuck.
As many skills seeds that you want to use, you can just click on the skill that you want to reroll, and bam, you get a new skill. So now
Well, that reminds me. During the last New Day event, I didn't encounter Darkrai at all. It was very
I
annoying.
believe I encountered it once, but I didn't get any far of actually catching it. So yeah, right now my Darkrai has verified in S and helping speed S. So it's helpful. And the ability is not bad, although it's only level 1. It has actually gotten to the point where I can use it. Now, of course, it has its downsides because it does make all your other Pokemons in the team disappear.
Yeah.
So um I was running a full Darkrai team at that time. I think that week I was only able to get like Ultra 1 at best. But that was because I was trying something different. I wasn't really focusing on the meals. I was just focusing on the berries. I was getting about, if I leave the game only to check on it the 3 times a day that I usually do, I was getting between 25 to 40k sneaky snacking. Probably a little bit more every now and then.
Dang. So, what you're saying is Darkrai's good.
It is, so long as, I mean, you gotta think of it 2 ways. I mean, Darkrai, if you don't click on Darkrai and get the berries from it, then you're wanting to trigger its skill. But at the same time, do you want to just leave the berries in there and then have this sneaky snagging? Like, I don't know. Like, that's a really tough
Yeah.
time.
You might be the only one using Darkrai.
I'm sure I've seen other people.
Write in, tell us, do you use Darkrai? The answer is probably not. I've used it for like, I would say half the week during one session, during one like week, and that was it.
Yeah.
Not other than that, I haven't really done much with mine.
So I've been focusing on that. Now I'm actually focusing again on my own strategy of actually getting the good meals out there. Don't worry about the berries. It hasn't been too bad because at least I can make the desirable meal that I have every single time. Maybe once in the week, or I'm sorry, once in the day that I can make it, just because I don't have all the ingredients for it. But that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I gotta actually get expert mode to go to a higher tier level on the island bonuses to really punch in the numbers and then see what other things I can do. I've been trying to experiment with other Pokemons that will be helpful during the week, but I'm not getting very lucky with the rerolls.
You know what I realized? We just went into, how's your week going? And here we are, like 15, 20 minutes in. We just didn't even talk about what else we're talking about in the episode.
You know what? F it. It's a brand new life. So
Yeah, so, yeah, I think we'll probably take a break here soon. And then when we come back, we'll talk about the legendary research event. It's coming up next week. And if you're listening to this episode, probably currently in the week.
probably.
And the maintenance that's about to happen within a couple hours of this recording.
It's actually tomorrow. Wait, actually, is it today or tomorrow?
I thought it was today at 11:30.
It says September 4th at 3:50 a.m.
Oh yeah, so that's tonight.
Okay. Well, I mean, before we actually get into all that details and everything like that, just to finish up, I'm hoping that expert mode is going to keep me at bay until the new island comes out about 2 months from now. Well, yeah, about 2 months from now. Yeah.
I mean, they've been just pumping out event after event, so
I guess we could probably talk a little bit more about what we have after the break, and then we can plan out what we're gonna do for this coming event that's about to happen.
waha. All right, we'll be back right after this.
And we're back. I don't know what happened. I took a nap.
It was did a jog around the block, did some push-ups. No, no, no.
Brother, I would be happier if you just go to sleep at this point, but
Yeah.
well,
Oh man, the other day I was after the jet lag stuff. I was like, bro, I gotta like do something just to stay awake until a reasonable bedtime of 8 p.m.
you went to sleep at 6, didn't
No, my wife did,
you?
but I was just like, we're gonna do some jumping jacks. We're gonna take the dog for a walk outside. Dog, I don't care that it's like 92 out here. We're gonna go for a walk.
Doug is like, I'm tired, boss.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
we'll walk on the grass, so it'll be good for your feet. But man,
Oh, man.
okay. Well, first, I want to say thank you and recognize some of our patrons. Huge thanks to our gym leaders here on the Pokemon Professor Network: Ben, Brandy, Espeon Willow, Herbert, Kyle, and Maddie G. Special thanks to the executive producers on the network: Monkey Bread, Kate the Cons, Lazo Boss, and Tish Smith. If you're interested in becoming executive producer for our show or one of the others, let us know. Tiers as low as $1 a month, you can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon and podcasting here at the Pokemon Professor Network. Hit us up on patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. Also, feel free to follow any of the pods, Spotify, Apple Podcast, do reviews, 5 stars are the best stars. You could say something, Louise has nice hair. We're here just for Ken, and I'm just doing 5 stars and everything else just to support Ken. It could be Adam's the best, and I identify with his weird playing style. And, it could be whatever you want. So we've got, besides Sleep It Off, we've got Lured Up. That's your Pokemon Go podcast. Special conditions for TCG. Gotta watch them all for those old anime episodes you just want someone to laugh along with. Way spotters for all your GPS wayfinding needs. Purified podcast for all your Go stuff. And do you guys touch on other things? Is it purely Go?
We're trying to get some TCG Pocket in there.
Okay. And then Good Morning Johto, which is an accoutrement, an assortment of TCG, VGC, and Go.
Honestly,
And after Darkrai, yes?
just grab your coffee with Good Morning Johto, that's all.
Yeah, there you go. Grab your Joe with Johto. And then after Darkrai for all your ridiculous shenanigans and PG-13
Ish.
to R related comments.
Yeah, I was about to say ish. It's like, man, I love every single podcast on our network. I listen to them as much as I can. So, all right.
Yeah, do you listen to yourself?
I mean, I'm already talking about it.
Now that I've like improved my audio, I don't hate the way I sound as much as I used to. It used to be weird at first, but now it's just kind of normal.
So once you start doing this for a while, you do actually get a little used to your own voice, not just in person. But I remember doing my first video, like in YouTube and things like that. Bro, I was like, do I sound like that? What? So yeah, I got used to it. I mean, it's just hearing myself talk every single time. I do listen to Purify, listen to Sleep It Off when I talk, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's my life now. That's what everybody hears me. I can go crazy weird, or I could be like, I'm manly. Anyways. All right. Well, let's not dwell too much into what we can do. Let's do what we are already planning to do. We do have a legendary event to talk about and some maintenance to talk about. So,
What should we doing first?
any, mini, miny, mo.
Get your tiger by its toe.
Maintenance then. So, thanks if you can. Thank you.
Aha.
Wonderful. See the power of editing. Anyways, Pokemon Sleep Maintenance and version 2.1 2.0 update is coming very, very soon, actually. So this maintenance is big and in its own way. So it says right here, under certain conditions, you may not be able to start tracking sleep during the maintenance update planned for around September 4th, 2025 at 5:30 a.m. I'm guessing depending on your local.
Yeah, UTC.
Yeah. If you update the app to the version during the maintenance up period, then starting sleep tracking, it may not be able to track. Okay, so why did they have to say that twice? Like, I do love you,
I don't know.
kitty Pokemon sellouts, but I mean, really, you could have just reward that. By the way, this is from a Go Hop. So again, this is happening then. That means that I probably won't be able to wake up.
Yeah, all right. Let's move beyond the maintenance period. We've got the gist on that.
All right, so they're adding preparations for the Raikou entering Suicune research event, which I guess we'll just call it the legendary event. We do have adjustments to sleep point exchange.
Which is exciting.
Which actually it will begin on October 1st. So this is just an update to implement it, just not going live yet. In the regular shop, the exchange limit for Candy Handy or Handy Candy S will go up from 10 to 15. So you get 15 candy.
Yeah, which I was never buying anyways, but this next point, maybe I will.
In the regular exchange, the points required to purchase Handy Candy S will go down from 160 to 140. Okay.
I mean, that's almost 20% down.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's 20 points down.
And then if you, of course, are a premium buyer or exchange, the point requirements to purchase Dream Cluster M will decrease from 700 to 600 points.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Now, I needed these items or things that I'm buying, but now that it feels more worth it, if I got extra dream points, maybe I will.
That is for sure. Then we have some Pokemon adjustments. This is actually very important. So, adjustments will be made to certain helper Pokemon's helping stats by increasing their main skill chance slightly. So, the Pokemons are Braviary and Mimikyu, which I do like both in some ways.
They're both skilled Pokemon.
They're both, I think, I thought that both of them had the same like berry burst ability.
Oh, they do. You're right.
Yeah.
So it is for the berry burst.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not bad. I probably should be able to use a bravery if I do that, but I think I have a good one. I can't remember at this point. And then, of course, there are other miscellaneous information that says compatibility to the newest versions of Unity. Your in-app data will be re-downloaded the first time you log in after September 4th. Maintenance updates finishes. It is recommended that you link your account or generate a transfer code beforehand and downloading the data in a environment with Wi-Fi. Some other adjustments, small bugs, and whatever the case may be. However, I'd say it's a pretty big thing because if they're really warning us to make sure that our sleep tracking would be affected because of this maintenance update, then I'm pretty sure that everybody will be a little concerned about it.
Don't they always do that though?
This one, I mean, most of the other maintenances is like, oh, just go to sleep.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I guess maybe. Okay, you're right. I'm thinking of the smaller ones. Only a few times a year do we have these huge updates that basically say, "Yeah, be careful when you track your sleep."
Correctamundo. Correctamundo.
Speaking of being careful,
Mm.
the beasts are coming.
My God, let me run away.
They're going to use their lightning, their fire, and their aurora beam, and they're going to blow your house down.
So that's Florida, right? I mean, the fire.
Okay.
I mean, as long as the thunder strikes, you got fire, right? I guess.
And like a dummy, I used my good camp ticket this week, and so now I'm only going to have one for the 2-week event. But I got extra gems; I can just use them.
Can you just get one from one of the shops from?
I have a lot of gems that I've been saving up and not been using, so
Hey, same.
I think we'll be good.
I think I have
All
about
right.
1,000. Yeah.
So This event starts Monday, September 8th at the usual time, 4 a.m., to Monday, September 22nd. It's a 2-week event. And the event areas are Greengrass Isle, Greengrass Expert, Cyan Beach, Taupe Hollow, and Old Gold Power Plant. So don't go to
Snowdrop.
the lake and don't go to the snowdrop.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the lake then.
No, that was last weekend. Labor Day is the weekend to go to the lake. Come on.
I did a barbecue, but yeah.
There you go. And then the event exchange period goes from Monday through Thursday following the end, Thursday the 25th, following the end of the week. Usually it's like 3 to 4 days past the end of the second week to make sure you've spent all of your premium, not items, but
Like research main or something.
currency.
Yeah.
Like the research mains.
Yeah.
So, bonuses. The Snorlax in the event areas will have Grappa Berries, electric type, Leppa Berries, fire type, and Oran Berries, water type, set as their favorite berries. Final strength gains from dishes will be multiplied by 1.1 or 2.2 for extra tasty dishes, or 3.3 for Sunday extra tasty. The chance of any fire, water, or electric helper type Pokemon's main skill being triggered is multiplied by 1.25. Then there's the limited time event exchange. You'll be able to obtain event items through sleep research once per day. Wait. You can obtain event items through sleep research once per day. Oh, like the calendar thing?
Think so? Could be a little gift. I don't know. I'm trying.
Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear. We'll talk about that here in a second. We got a little handy infographic about that. A few Pokemon different sleep types will appear during sleep research regardless of your sleep type for that day. That's pretty standard at this point, which is nice. So that way you're not having to like manipulate your sleep tracking device to try and get the Pokemon you're after. Week 1. Main skills of Fire, Water, or Electric Helper Pokemon will be boosted by 3 when they trigger. Week 2, main skills of Fire, Water, Electric Helper type Pokemon will be boosted by 5 when they trigger. So 3 for a evolved Pokemon, a 2-stage evolved Pokemon, that's already getting you to the max of 6. A 5, boosting by 5 is crazy. They'll get you to 7 for something like an Ampharos that can go up to level 7, or a Flareon that goes up to level 7 for their main skill. And then week 2 has the big Snorlax. It'll have certain strength already added to it. What is it, like 250,000? Usually what it starts at.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, something like that. I think. I mean, if you're like in Greengrass, regular Greengrass, not expert mode, you probably get like Ultra 1 or something like that. So.
All right. So then it's September 21st only. I don't know why the 21st. What is that? That's the Sunday of the second week. Drowsy power is times 1.5. I wonder if that's
Got sleep day.
a sleep day or something. Okay, expert mode only. If you participate in the event in an expert area, Snorlax's main favorite berry for the week will be selected randomly from fire, water, or electric type. And Snorlax's sub favorite berries will be the remaining 2 berries that were not selected. Interesting.
That's what I wanted to plan to do. If I get Grappa Berries as the main skill, and I already have a Berry Burst team ready to go for the last few days before the week starts, I should get a pretty good sizable amount of berries, but I don't know if I really want to go to Expert Week this time around. What do you
Okay, we'll talk about the spawns here in a moment. The materials for the event exchange, how to get the materials. It's pretty much just like the other legendary events. And if you want to hear about our strategies for other legendary events, you can go look it up for our episode about Darkrai and I want to say Lunatone. That's not right.
Cresselia.
Cresselia. Cresselia. The other moon Pokemon. And then we also did like a pre-episode recapping the the first time the legendary beast came around.
Yeah. Well, the legendary beasts have not been really featured in any event since last year. We've been literally
Yeah, well, and they just haven't been relevant either. They're just their main skill's not great. They've been kind of power crept out of it. I'm gonna try and catch them, but I'm not gonna go out of my way crazy because I just haven't seen anywhere that they're actually worth investing in.
and you can catch one if you get the shiny.
Yeah.
So that's something, right?
Yeah, and Fast in our Discord, he caught the shiny legendary Entei and he transferred it because it was garbage.
Who does that?
There's no way I couldn't transfer a shiny. I would just buy more storage space.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm real quick right before we go to the little infographics that we have. I just want to know what sleep tile am I missing from the three of them? Continue on while I look for things.
But yeah, so there'll be missions for you to do. The missions are usually fairly easy, just look at them ahead of time. For me, always the hard one is using 7 incenses in a week. But catch some Pokemon, use some biscuits, that type of thing. That'll get you the extra mains to exchange. And then you can exchange them for Raikou incense, Entei incense, Suicune incense, Premier biscuits, main skill seeds, and more. Usually I focus on the incense and the biscuits for the Pokemon I'm trying to catch. And the main skill seed. And then after that, it's just kind of whatever. It's personal preference.
So, if I remember correctly, if I was reading this article right from the actual news source, there was a new biscuit type that was gonna be introduced, not just for the actual, or was it just because of the legendaries?
New biscuit type.
Yeah, I'm checking that right now. Give me a second. Premier biscuit. So these biscuits can be used during the event with specific Pokemons. This can only be used with Raikou entered in Suicune during the event. Okay, so basically, it's instead of calling it each biscuit type for each one of the legendaries out there, you'll just have one main biscuit type that you can use for any of the legendaries at this point. So what we had each time the legendaries came was the water biscuit, the fire biscuit, and the electric biscuit. Those will give you, of course, the ability to catch Raikou, Enter, and Suicune a little bit easier because they give you 6 points instead of like the usual 4 or so. So instead, we get a regular premium biscuit for legendaries. And that's pretty much it. So
Yeah, and then here's a wonderful graphic by Banana Tanks, just kind of giving you the down and dirty version of what's happening over these 2 weeks. Grappa, Leppa, and Aran berries are said as the favorite. And then if you go to, you get the 1.1 dish strength multiplier, collect materials from sleep research missions and other stuff, use them in the event shop. 1.25 times main skill chance boosted, and the main skill levels are also boosted for fire, water, and electric type Pokemon. Different sleep types will appear regardless of your own. And those are the 4 event areas, or 5 event areas. Basically, not Snowdrop and not the lake.
interesting.
But let's talk about what everyone wants to know about the spawns.
Oh boy.
So, there are many reasons to adjust how you're doing it. Maybe you're just trying to use this week to its advantage to get to Master 20 at one of the islands, which is always a noble cause. I don't think I'm ready to. I'm definitely not ready to do Master 20 at Expert or OGPP, and I've done it at the other 3. So That's not what I'm going to be doing. Another thing you could do is if you're targeting a specific legendary, so if you're targeting Entei, for example, maybe you only want to go to Taupe
Apollo. Yep.
Hollow. Or if you're targeting Suicune, you maybe only want to go to Cyan Beach. But again, it's kind of the same Pokemon that have been spawning during the what was the event that we just had?
Triple type week.
Tri-
Triple type week.
Triple Type Week. It's the same Pokemon just spawning again, just to help make sure you're getting the good Pokemon in those types.
Honestly, because of how hard expert mode is, I don't think it's a really viable idea to go there if you want to encounter the legendary beast. And in the next slide, pretty soon, we'll actually know how much drowsy power it's going to require for each one of them to be appearing.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Here, we'll go to that right now, and then we'll come back and see what the other spawns are.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for expert, you need just to encounter any of them, you need to be Ultra 3
Hmm.
on 1.4 million to encounter Raikou, Ultra 4 and 1.6 million to encounter Entei or Suicune.
That's a no, my boys. It's like if I
That's
if I get lucky with like some triggers and things like that, maybe, but I will probably only see one by the end of the week if that's any
yeah,
possible.
so if you're trying to encounter the legendaries, don't go to the expert island.
Hmm?
Yeah, because I told you I've only been there once, and I'm at Expert Island again this week. But I'll be lucky to even make it to Ultra 4
Mhm.
by
And
Saturday,
that's because
and then that would only give me 2 sleep
I mean
sessions to get
you
it.
only have like what 5% on the island right now, bonus and
Yeah,
everything. So
I only have the 5% bonus from doing it once. So I'll have 10% after I finish this week. So okay, now we look at all the other islands. So regular Greengrass, you should be able to. I mean, it only requires 885,000. You should be able to encounter 2-star Raikou, Entei, Suicune fairly easily and fairly early in the week.
yeah, I'm really like I'm looking at all this, and honestly, I kind of want to encounter every single one of them. There's really no rhyme or reason to search for one specifically, unless it's your favorite Pokemon. Unless there's like a specific reason you have to have search for
Yeah,
one.
maybe it's like maybe you just really want to improve your expert island team or your OGPP team and you're targeting Raikou. Then I could see that.
Yeah, which it
But
would make sense.
I'm not really trying to do that right now. So I'm okay just kind of going for them all, giving me the largest chance to encounter all three of them. I don't know, it's kind of anecdotal at this point, but I feel like if I'm able to encounter all three, there's a higher chance that I'll encounter the legendaries rather than if I'm only able to encounter one of the three.
Now, here's the thing. Do I want to search for the other sleep styles? So I am missing 3-star Raikou and 3-star Suicune. If you're a desk completionist, honestly, I'm sure I don't know why would you want to be, but definitely there's definitely a chance to actually search for all three of them. Now, Raikou is probably gonna give me the hardest time if I go to OGPP just because I have yet to actually reach rank 10, let alone 12 in that island. And I kind of have been putting it off since I got the area bonus completed and all that. So I could target that and on a good week and then just prepare for the meets
Yeah,
and everything.
let's go back to the spawn map.
Mhm.
All right, so if you're trying to target all three, you're not doing expert island, you're doing regular green grass.
I mean, it looks pretty nice. I mean, the good thing right now that this event also gives you is the ability to catch Pokemon that you usually don't see in that specific island. So, um, I know Expert Mode gives you a little more chances on the evolved Pokemons, but you really don't want to catch an evolved type Pokemon anyways.
Mm.
So, if you are really just looking for a good chance to encounter all three of them at some point, just go to Greengrass. Just it's probably the best. I mean, you still got good Pokemons like Pikachu, the Dene, Pawnee, even the Charizard line is
Now,
some things like that, you know? So,
yeah, I mean, it is a huge pool.
yes.
So now let's talk about the person that doesn't care about the legendaries at all
Mm.
and really just wants to catch, specific Pokemon. So one that everyone wants, Mudkip, luckily, is in every island but OGPP. So if you're really just trying to hone in on Mudkip, I would say Cyan Beach or Taupe Hollow are your best bets. Because they have more limited spawns than the others.
Yeah.
Also the same if you're trying to encounter Torchic. Torchic could be better at
Apollo.
specifically Taupe Hollow.
Yep.
So if you're just trying to encounter the two new starters, go to Taupe Hollow.
Hmm. Yeah, and here's the thing. There's the differences between you and I. I think I have well enough Pokemons from those three types that I don't really need to hunt for them. Trico, unfortunately, is going to be the take of the sharp, the end short of the stick here, just because we're not gonna see them as much.
Yeah.
But
My
I
Trico.
do have I do have a really good Sceptile now, so I don't really care about that. I could use basically a better Torchic, just because it can have a berry finding a little bit earlier in the subskills. So that wouldn't be a bad idea to hunt for.
Mhm.
And Mudkip got
Now,
set too, so I'm good.
now another thing to remember: this is a 2-week event,
Yes. Yeah.
so you can choose one island for 1 week and another island for a different week.
Mm.
So you could try Greengrass Isle for the first week, which is probably what I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah.
Try Greengrass Isle,
Hmm.
and then if it's just too many spawns and it's just too all over the place and you're not really getting anywhere what you want, then choose something else for the next week.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm still like in my brain. I'm still thinking of a few different scenarios on this. I
Mhm.
know Justin is probably just gonna go to Top Hollow just because he's been looking for those Pokemons for a while, anyways. But I think knowing that expert mode is just gonna be so hard to encounter them, I think my best bet is just to go to Greengrass, try out the week, see how it goes, and if I'm looking for something specifically and I have caught everything I want to, I'll probably just choose another island for the second week and then just be happy with that.
Mhm.
So just because I kind of want to take it easy after expert mode. Expert mode has been kicking my butt for the last few months.
Yeah. Hey, I understand. I kind of enjoyed taking it easy for a couple of weeks.
So yeah, I think that's my plan, at least for now. And if I think of something better, I'll probably just reshare it back into the next episode.
Yep.
So that's that.
Okay. So you're gonna go to Greengrass. I'm gonna go to Taupe Hollow. I might do a last minute pivot to
Mm,
Greengrass. We'll see.
we'll see. We shall see.
Because I also really just like Raikou as a Pokemon, and it's really fast, and I have a good electric team, but I don't know.
I agree. 100% agree.
Okay, so then we also have then we also have the bundles. So this was made in the Bro Vinny Discord. He goes by Bropenings on YouTube, and he always breaks down these nice charts about the bundles. And so, the way that they do it is it's based off of you were to buy these items individually from the shop. And then some of them, if you can't buy it directly from the shop, he just kind of has to assume a value for it. And then it gives you a % discount. So, for example, there's no direct value on 30 mains for Pokemon, so he gives it a value of 47 diamonds, for example. So the bundle S has a discount of 43%, and it comes with 4 Poke Biscuits, 1 Friend Incense, and 30 mains. Well, it says materials, but that's probably going to be mains.
It's
Yeah.
Mm.
That's intriguing to me because that's the cheap 251. Most people have 250 diamonds, but I just don't. Friend instances are nice to try and get a hungry legendary Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know. This could be one I'm thinking about. It just depends.
True
Um,
that. True that. There is actually, I just had a weird thought real quick, just because of you when you mentioned the Pokemon materials or the means or whatever. They didn't mention anything about friendships and how that can make a factor of how many materials you get for the week.
oh yeah. Yeah. Make sure you have friends in game and try and have level 5 friendships.
Well, that's what we always say, but they haven't said anything about your friendships or your friends are gonna help you out.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting if they removed that feature, and I don't have any reason to believe that they would have, other than they just didn't say it outright.
We'll see next week.
Okay, Bundle M. It has 6 Great Biscuits, 1 Good Camp Ticket, 9 Handy Candy S, and 120 materials for a discounted cost down to 1,200 and a 42% discount. Not bad.
Still pretty good.
So your Good Camp Ticket, I always buy those at 500 diamonds. Those are worth it right there. So then what it is 120 materials, 9 handy candies, and 6 great biscuits worth 700 diamonds to you.
Indeed.
And if the answer is yes, and you have 1,200, there you go.
The answer is no.
I'm always intrigued by the large bundles, but they cost so many diamonds. I can never justify buying them.
Mhm.
So bundle L, 3 ultra biscuits, 9 great biscuits, 4 friend incense, 3 dream cluster M's, 3 handy candy M's, and 240 materials for a cost of 3,000 diamonds and a 38% discount.
A little bit.
So Luis,
Mm,
are you thinking about buying any of these?
no. Uh, I never really care about the bundles, really. I,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not bad. Trust me. I mean, all the BS that we usually get to bundles and things like that. There are some great additions there that it helps your expand your sleep experience and things like that. I just really never care about them. Like unless I
Yeah,
really
same.
do exactly need those specific biscuits for that specific hunt or something, maybe. At best, I'll just probably get the small S and or the bundle S and then just pretty much be done with it. But I kind of value my gems a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm pretty much only spending my gems on good camp tickets.
Hmm.
That's like, and then increasing my Pokemon storage and my bag space. That's it.
I
And then the week 2 has special bundles that are purely just Poke Biscuits for the small, Great Biscuits for the medium, and Great Biscuits for the large. And then there are 5, 4, and 12 biscuits, respectively. Good value, 34%, 40%, and 45% off. And they come with a bunch of Pokemon materials.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Again, I can give out too many more pointers about things, but I think as long as you're happy with your purchases, I think you'll be fine. I wouldn't say spending everything on the same game. Don't.
We're just not buying
We're
these.
just not really whalers. I mean, we
Yeah.
get what we get. We have weeks where we have no biscuits, and we just wait for the month to reset.
Yeah.
By the way, how many biscuits do you have in your inventory right now?
I've been spending them.
Don't spend them.
So 0. I have 0 in my inventory. But I've only bought. I still have 30 I can buy from the regular shop.
Yeah.
I bought all 10 from the premium shop.
You really spend that much? Like, if I don't have anything to hunt for or look for, I really only spend.
Oh no, I try and catch like at least one Pokemon a day.
That's what your premium, right? Your premium can just basically catch one if you catch a base
Yeah,
Pokemon.
and then sometimes what I also do is if there's a Pokemon that I'm gonna catch another time, I will give them a biscuit. So like, for example, I'm looking for a better Houndour. If I see a Houndour and it has 0 of the 5 bars filled, I will give it a biscuit. So that way the next time it comes around, I only have to give it a premium. Or yeah, and then I catch it. Or sometimes you get lucky and you get a big hit. So then you get it's like a free hungry Pokemon at that point. So then at that point, I will then, after it fills up 3 out of 5, I will then feed it 2 more biscuits so I catch it. So that's what ends up happening and how I spend so many biscuits so fast. I get the big hits and then I spend the other 2 to catch it.
I guess that's really worth if you're spending your biscuits at that point. I just been getting lucky with trigger with critical catches.
I go through cycles. I'm not getting very many critical catches right now.
Here and there. Only then. That makes sense. Yeah, again, if you like it, buy it. If not, don't worry about it really. It's better to just save up and expand your inventories at this point. Especially since you gotta prepare for the next island. And that's more exciting. I'm hoping that at least we have a little bit more here and there before the island drops, and that's when everybody's gonna be like, "Let's do it! Yeah!" Also,
Yeah.
I know we're excited about another island, but what's next? I guess we can talk about that at the end of the year.
I don't know.
All right,
All right.
I think that's it. I think we logged in or ranted enough for the day.
Just do sleep decks next time.
Yeah, we'll give it another week, even though we've given you a month to think about this Pokemon. But just because how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of too much talking about things.
We did a little bit of rambling today, and that's okay.
Because we want you guys to listen to this podcast. I mean, if you're actually this far along the podcast, thank you so much. But yeah, so what else you got? What's the final things you got?
Remember, you can email us at sleepitoffpod@gmail.com. Voicemail, text, and pictures to 732-835-8639. You can go to our Linktree /Pokemon Professor Network. And that's a show.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks for listening. Oh, and this might be the first one that you see our video on Spotify, so fingers crossed.
All right.
All right, bye.
Have a good night.